Hello guys, and welcome. Today we are starting web development, and in today's video we are going to create a login form which looks similar to this one. Okay, so let's start making the form. Okay, first we'll make an HTML file, then a CSS file. Last, because today we are going we just do HTML and CSS, that's all. And next time we'll create a sign up form, and then after we create a sign up form, we are going to introduce some JavaScript to validate the file, and then after that, then some CSS, some PHP tutorials will come after we have finished all this. So the title here will say user login. Okay, user login, and you also create a link to CSS file. So here where it's saying href, you have to write the path where the file is found. Like in my case, it's css/login.css, and we put the header, but it will not be very useful. But if you want to make some changes to a form, like you want to add the navigation bar and the likes, you can include them in the header tag. Okay, so as for now, we are going to leave it just like that, and then we'll make another tag. Sorry. Make a div tag, and a div tag will give it a class container, because that's where we're going to put the form. But you can give it any name you want, but as for me, I prefer giving it a container because it is going to contain the form itself. Another div tag, give it a class of form. This div is the one you are seeing with the white background, and the form itself, it is the one that is in the middle. It's just ending here. That's the form, and all this, it's a form. It's a div with a class of form. And then we'll start the form itself. Form, and we are not going to give it a class because it's a form, and we're going to use it like you can use it. You can give it a class, or you can just use it like that. And then we'll introduce another div tag, and we'll give it a class of input group, because that's where we are going to put the text box and the likes. So the label, it's the one you're seeing here. That's this is contained in a label. No, sorry. I'll say enter the email. Okay, and the next thing we'll do, we're going to say input tag. The type will specify to say email. Okay, email. The name is email. No, the email is very important when you are working with PHP, because it works well when you are when you're working with PHP. With PHP, we take names. Yeah, it will come in the form. The program will come in the form, and take the value where the name is equal to the name you have specified in the PHP file. But for PHP, we are going to do it later. So let's just say you have to include the name. Yeah. Okay. Email. Then we'll give it a class of email so that you won't forget. And the placeholder is enter the email. Yeah, sorry, email. So the placeholder, it's a text inside the box. This the one you are seeing inside the text box, that's the placeholder. Okay, so since we are finished, we are going to we haven't finished yet. Yes. So we are going to copy and paste this div, the input group, and we are going to make some few changes to these pasted ones. So here we'll say enter password, here we'll say instead of email, but you are going to say password. Yes, I'm going to say password. Okay, and here we are going to change this. We are going to remove this label because it's a button, and we are going to change the type, and we will say type submit, and we remove the placeholder and replace with a value. We'll say login. Okay, so and here we'll say break so that it will be a label, and the input box starts in the next line. Okay, yeah, I think we are almost done. Yeah, let's just see how it will look in the browser. You see, wow, it's looking great. Yeah, it's looking great. So this is the form, as simple as that, just with HTML. Now let's include CSS. So the first thing that we do in the CSS file, we are going to reset some styles, some default styles that came with the browser. So to do that, we are going to select the Odoo, and we're going to say padding, we're going to set it to 0, margin, we're going to set it to 0, and box sizing, we are going to say border box. Yeah, so that we have reset it to 0, but you're not going to see any changes. But as you practice more, you're going to see that this code is very important. HTML, I'm going to say HTML tag. HTML, what it will do here, it will select from this to that. Yeah, and what it will do, it will give it an effect, let me say a transition, whereby when you scroll, instead of the texts or the contents in the web page to scroll so fast, but they will scroll so smoothly. So I'm going to say scroll behavior, we're going to say smooth. Yeah, and after the HTML tag, we'll say we'll style the body. the body. So we are going to say, so the first thing that we'll do in the body, we are not going to set the background, but we are going to we are going to put this image in the background. Yes. Okay. We'll say background, and we'll introduce a linear gradient to it, so that it has a certain effect, like the one you can see. This one I created, it is looking like it is fade, yeah, blackish, something like that. So that's what we are going to do here. We're going to say gradient, and we'll specify where the gradient will start from and where it will go. So we are going to say to right, to bottom. So when we say to bottom, we mean the gradient will be here. So it will cut somewhere. It will start from the top going down here. When we say to the bottom, to start from here to there, and we don't want it to be like that, but we are going to say to bottom right. To bottom right. So it will be at the bottom, but it will be on the right side. See? Okay. And we'll also specify the colors that we are going to find, like red, green, blue, which is RGB, and then the last one, which is A, it is the opacity. So red will say 0, and then green will say 0, and then blue will say 0, and then the opacity will be, since it will start from the top, so the gradient will be like 4. Yeah, I think that will be better. Oh, sorry. Yeah, RGB. So let's do it first. Okay. Okay. And here we will specify where the image is. Yes. So that the image is inside the CSS box. Check. Let's check where it is. Okay. Okay. So the image we want to put in the background, it's this one. She's saying light. Yeah, light. So say light dot jpg. Don't forget the file extension, it is very important. Yes. Okay. Load. Voila. You see, that's what we are talking about. It's the image in the background. So it's not looking nice. So what we are going to do is we are going to say background position, will say center. See, wow, you see, that's what I was talking about. And then okay, now let's style the header. The header, we are not going to do much styling because it is not having anything. So it's just going to say, we're just going to specify the width to say width 100%. Yes. Now let's move to the next thing, and the next thing that we have is the container. So when you when you are taking when you are styling and you are styling the content, the contents in the class, you have to start with a dot container. If it was an ID, you need to start with a hashtag, but since it's a class, we'll start with a dot and then start styling the container. The container will say width. So the width will say 100%, and yeah, so come from we'll move from the container and we'll start with and we'll also start with this one, the form. So we'll say dot form, and then we'll say width. So we are going to specify the width. We'll say 3.3%, and what this means is the all of this is 100%, and when we say 100 divided by 3, it's equal to 33.30000, but the 333, yeah, but we are going to end there. We are going to round it off, and we're going to say 3.3, and then the background color will say, you can use the code which is FFFF, yeah, but I prefer using words because codes I forget. Yes, and we are going to do like this. You see, that's what I was talking about. Okay, and we are going to say margin left, so it is going to move from here going to the right. We are going to say the 3.3%, so it is going to be on the middle. See, yeah, that's what I was talking about. And here the container will say margin top. The margin top will be equal to 3 rem. Okay, let's just include the rem. We'll say 10 rem because we want it to go so fast. Yeah, wow. What rem is? 1 rem is equal to 4 pixels. So instead of using pixels, yeah, we are using rem because it makes things easier and faster. Yeah, and then we are finished with the form. Let's start with the form, the actual form itself. And what we are going to do is we are going to style this, but first of all we are going to say form input or form dot email. So we're going to style the email, and we'll say width 100%. So yeah, you see it's doing that. And then we'll say padding say 1 rem, which is 4 pixels. Okay, okay. I want to make some changes here, yeah, like the form. I'll make some changes to it by saying width, I'll say 100%. Okay, and then not 100%, but 90%. Yeah, so that we have a space, and margin left, want to say 5%. I like percentages because they are faster. Okay, you see, that's what I was talking about. So here we'll remove the padding and we'll just say padding bottom. Yeah, padding bottom will say 1 rand. It's enough. It's too small. Okay, not padding but margin. Sorry for that, I confuse myself between padding and margin, but getting used to it, you know, it's just very bad. Okay, see, and 2 rem is too big. Okay, and then we also style password. So we are going to copy this code and paste it, and we'll change, and we'll change, instead of email but to say password. See, yeah, and we'll also get the same, and we'll say submit. Yeah, and what I'll do, I'll come here and place, and I'll press Control D, yeah, just to do the multiple selection, and then I'll say height 3 rem, which is equal to 16 pixels. Okay, and then we'll say that's enough. Okay, and we'll come here and we'll say label. So we want to style the label. Sorry, make mistakes. No, label, and then we'll say margin bottom. We want it to okay, is it okay? Yeah, well, we'll say padding so that yes, okay, it's fine. So yes, the form, see, so now we want to move this, we want it to move a bit, you know, so we'll say form input, and then we'll say type, or not type but placeholder, so we'll come in a CSS and we'll copy this. It's very important. Better you just copy the whole thing. And say padding left, we'll say 1 rem. You see, it's moving, but we want to add more, you know. We'll say input and we'll say placeholder for this one. We're going to say so that just do the multiple selection. And so we'll change the label, the font of the label and other fonts. So we'll say font family, we'll say Arial. I like using Arial. It's awesome. Arial sans serif. Yeah. See, yeah. And Arial sans serif. So we'll just copy this. Copy. And come here. Yeah, be necessary. Yeah, you see. Okay, now let's style this the submit form, the submit button. So we'll say background color, we'll say Doja blue. And then color, which means the color of the text will be white, and font size, font size will be 2 rem, which is 8 pixels. Oh, it's too big. Sorry for that. I think 1 rem is enough. So we are going to say border, none, see, that's what I was talking about. Also make some few changes to it because it has to look like a button, you know, when you hover over it, do some stuff. So here we're going to remain with this one, the color, the background, the color, and the border, I think. Yeah, so we're going to say submit hover. So it means when somebody hovers over it, like here, like this, when you hover over it, it produces that effect. Okay, so background color will change it to white, and then the color will be Doja blue. Border will say 0.270 rem, solid Doja blue. Yeah. Now let's see if it is working. You see, now it's too big. So we are going to say 0.1. See, yeah. and we'll say the cursor. So instead of it, when you hover over it, it is giving it's looking like a cursor, which means it is not even looking like it was not looking like it's a button, but when you hover over it, you see it's bringing something like a pointer, a hand pointing to a button. See? Yeah, I think we're done here, and we are going to we have only made with some few things like this picture and then the user login, so we are going to include it on top here. So we'll come into the HTML file and come here, say image. So the image that we want to get is in the image folder, and it's called login login.png, and the header is h6 and saying user login. Yeah, when you refresh, you see it's too big. Now let's start the image. So it's in form image, and we say width, I'm going to say 50%. I think it will be great by saying 50%. See, but let's reduce it to 40%. See, yeah, it's looking nice. And margin left, so since it's 40, we are going to say 100 minus 40, 100 minus 40, it will give us something like 60. 60 divided by 2, it's 30. So say 30, margin left 30, so that it moves on the middle. Okay, sorry. Okay, we'll say margin left. Okay, margin left, say 30, also 30%. You see, wow, just moved at the middle. I think we are done, and then we say form h6, we'll say font size, font family Arial, Arial sans serif, Arial sans serif. You see the effect. Wow, yeah. And then font family of font size of font family. Font size 1 rem. I think 1 rem is important. It's enough. You say text align center, so that it moves at the middle. Now see, and then margin bottom to say 1 rem will be enough. Yeah, see, that's a login form. It's simple as that. It is simple as this. See? Okay. And what we are on the menu with is with this. Yeah, this has to change, you know. You have to make some changes to it. You have to make some changes. When a person is in this form, it has to indicate that it is in that form, you know. You see? Yeah. So we are going to come here and we are going to say form dot email, and then dot password. When the person hovers over it, and then say border, we change border. We'll say 0.170 rem. Rem. Solid Georgia blue. Yeah. Okay. You see? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You see that effect? That's the effect I was talking about. Okay, and then down here, you know, there are some situations whereby a user has forgotten the password. So we'll say small. Sorry. I'll say already have an account. Yeah, but to introduce an anchor tag here so that it directs someone to okay, then we say say anchor tag, oh sure, sorry, forgot the password. So we are going to style this. I'm going to say small font family, say Arial. Arial sans serif. See, yeah, it's changing. We say small dash span. So now we are going to separate these two. Oh, we are going to say span. We're going to say text align left. I think to be a better idea. Oh, sorry. Say margin left. Yeah, margin left. I'll say 50% because it's 100%. Oh, it's just gone far. Let's just say 20. I think I'm just going to remove this. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, so that after we do the validation and we find that the person's details, like the password, is not correct, that's when we can prompt the user to reset the password. But as for now, I'm just going to say margin left for the one in the small tag. 1% is enough. Well, 1%. And let's make it 2.5. Yeah. And then say padding bottom, say okay, you see. Oh no, yeah, we made a mistake here. It's supposed to be logging, not logging. Yeah, so I'll just go back to the code and correct this error. Okay, it's logging. Yeah, okay, you see, when I refresh, it's logging. Okay. I think that's all for today, guys. I hope to see you in the next tutorial where I'll be making a sign up form. Hope to see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.